Good morning, everyone. I am Amiracle Watson. You can go to the next one. And I'm the founder of Diamond Girls. I am a, an advocate, a mentor, a leader, and overall a woman on a mission. Just to think my journey sailing across the Arctic Circle, which is the first picture, traveling across the Arctic Circle on a ship full of teenagers would lead me to be the founder of Diamond Girls. So before I get into it, I want to ask you all a question. Yeah, you're fine. How did it feel the first time you doubted yourself while building your business? Do you remember that moment when you started questioning yourself? How did it feel? Sorry, how many of us have ever questioned, am I good enough, smart enough, worthy enough? Now imagine a 13-year-old girl feeling the same rejection and doubt, not from strangers, but from friends, family, teachers, and coaches. She feels like she's not enough, and instead of receiving support, she hears, suck it up, the world doesn't revolve around you, you're fine, but she's not fine. Now she has mastered the art of performing, smiling on the outside, carrying the weight of self-doubt, anxiety, and unmet expectations. I meet girls like her every day. While self-doubt may be a fleeting thought for us, for them, it's a reality. They're overlooked, dismissed, and unheard, not by strangers, but by the very people who should be supporting them. That's why I created Diamond Girls. So no girl has to wear a mask just to survive. You can go to the next. Diamond Girls is a nonprofit dedicated to empowering young women by providing them with the resources, mentorship, and leadership they need to thrive. We are not about inspiring girls, we're about transforming their mindset. Because the truth is, many of them believe success isn't possible for them. And let's be clear, Diamond Girls is for all girls. Struggling doesn't have a color, trauma doesn't check a bank account, anxiety doesn't care about where you live. Every girl, whether high achieving or struggling, is facing an invisible battle that we don't talk about enough. We must understand why girls are compared to diamonds. Diamonds are formed under immense pressure, yet they emerge strong, brilliant, and unbreakable. Girls experience pressure from all sides: society, family, relationships, school, and themselves. But with the right support, they don't just survive, they become unstoppable. And at Diamond Girls, we see the pressure, but most of all, we see the potential. But some girls are breaking under pressure, not just from anxiety or depression, or not just from choosing therapy or medication, but from trauma that convinces them that they're unworthy. And the world tells them to, you can go to next. And the world tells them to be smart but not intimidating, be pretty but not vain, be strong but not too strong, speak up but don't be too loud. And while we'll tell them to grow out of it, the truth is they don't. They grow into it. The reality, no, you can go back. Reality is 1 in 7 adolescents have a mental health disorder. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for teens 15 to 29, and most mental health struggles go unrecognized and untreated. Why? Because therapy is expensive, because society dismisses their pain, because we assume that strong girls don't need help. But these aren't just statistics. These are your daughters, your nieces, and students that we see every day. And Diamond Girls refuses to let another generation suffer in silence. So at Diamond Girls, we don't just tell them that they're strong. We teach them how to reclaim their voices. We take a heuristic approach, going beyond learned reactionary behaviors, teaching young women to think before they act. Our CARE model is the foundation for real long-term growth, community, advocacy, resilience, and empowerment. Because when we care, we take action. In our first year, We served over 130 girls. This weekend, we have over 100 people attending our Empower Her brunch, where girls are connected with business leaders, mental health professionals, and community advocates. These are just some of the people that came to our events. Wesley Wilcox, Dennis McFadden, the Brazen organization, Ms. Benitra Taylor, who's a mental health professional, Major Shalila Dowdy, she's an advocate, she's a major in the Army, and we had Judge Leanne Mackey Barnes. We don't just bring them to talk about success, we bring them to talk about real struggles. Because exposure isn't just about being in the room where it happens. I'm a Hamilton fan, so it's not about just being in the room where it happens. It's about what it took to get there, the sacrifices, the failures, the near breaking points. Think about that moment when you were at your lowest and someone saw you. That moment could change everything. So our challenges right now is to have a consistent space for girls, workshop hosts, and financial stability. But this isn't just about charity, it's about investment. Because when we show the young women today, when we show up for our young women today, that determines the world they'll lead tomorrow. And I like Moana too, so. I want you to picture that one girl, the one who never asks for help, the one who always smiles but never lets anyone in, the one who always seems she has it all together. Ask yourself, how far will you go for her? When you have that answer, check on her, because she might be the one who needs you the most. Because Diamond Girls refuse to let another generation believe their worth is based on how much they can endure in silence. I do this work because I remember being that girl without a voice. And when a girl is given the right tools, the right support, the right encouragement, she doesn't just survive, she thrives. And I will sacrifice whatever it takes to make that happen, because that's the real miracle. Thank you.